So if you guys are looking for some great advice on life, I have the book for you guys. Now, my name is Marcus. This is Discover Ignite. And today I'm actually doing a book review on a book called 12 Rules of Life by Jordan Peterson. So stick tight and let's get this book review started. So who is Dr. Jordan Peterson? Now, he's actually a clinical psychologist as well as a professor at the University of Toronto. And this man is a genius. Now, before actually reading this book, I have actually listened to some of his lectures and actually listened to one of his TED Talks. So I briefly know of who he was. I know, again, he was extremely brilliant and I really enjoyed his content, right? And so I picked up this book, looking to see what kind of advice he would give, right? I don't believe I've actually read any of his other books. I think he has a couple other books. I'm not positive about that, but nonetheless, I mean, his information is always good. Now, this particular book, I believe, was actually based off a blog on Quora, I believe it's called, and he had answered back to somebody else on the blog, and I guess the blog itself had gotten so many hits that it was one of the highest rated blog hits on that particular site. And so he actually decided to write a book based off of that. And this book, The 12 Rules of Life, is actually a phenomenal book. It's got some really great advice on life. Now, one actually particular example, one of the rules he goes over is the fact that, us as human beings, right, we're willing to give our shirts and essentially almost give our lives to other people, right, family members, everybody else, but ourselves, right? We're not willing to give ourselves the same gratification that we would give somebody else. We're so harsh on ourselves. We just continue to put ourselves down and destroy our self-confidence. And that's one of the rules he discusses in the book. Now, this book goes into many different rules to include like discipline and, actually marriage and a bunch of different aspects of life. And it's again got some very unique advice, and rightfully so, right? Because Dr. Jordan Peterson actually, deals with such a wide variety of different people and walks of life and has seen so many different things, and actually talks about, just how to handle people, right? And what you should do with your opinion about stuff and how you should come across and actually come to a conclusion about things. I mean, this book has got so many like gold nuggets in it, right? It can really help somebody in life in general. And one thing I would say about this book is it's got a lot of unique stuff in it, right? I've actually read so many different books that all this stuff is like almost brand new, right? And he has such a vast knowledge of different things. He talks about the Egyptians and how they came up and about discipline, and relates a lot of the stories to some biblical stuff and as well as some Egyptian stuff. I mean, it's got some great insight, right? And why we act the way we act. And that's really insightful, because it's really insightful to know how people think, how people react, and how you should be able to handle people as well as yourself, right? Because you can't exclude yourself. And that's the biggest thing that you get out of this book is, again, just how to handle people and how to handle yourself. And I think that's extremely important, especially in a society that, again, we neglect ourselves and we're willing to give everybody else all that we have, but we don't help ourselves. And if we can help ourselves, we can, contribute more to society if we actually, gave ourselves the love that we would give to somebody else. And so for this particular book, I would highly suggest that you pick it up, because you will not be disappointed, that is for sure. Now, as for any cons to the book, I didn't really see any cons, right? There was a lot of very insightful things, right? A lot of the rules had a bunch of different, like, random aspects of it that went a little deeper into it. Again, he kind of goes over the rules, and then sometimes he has a story with it, whether that's, biblical or whether that's, actually talking about, his family. I think at one point he talks about his daughter as well. And it's just very insightful, right? It's a very good book on getting to know life in general and great advice, right? Now, I would suggest this book to anybody, right? Just for life advice in general, because I think there's a lot of things in that book that people don't want to hear, people may not agree with. I think that he probably actually gets a lot of negative comments about the kind of content he talks about, but I mean, it's insightful, right? It's because, you know, if you're dealing with different people on a daily basis and trying to help them work through their issues, you know, you can see how people react to things, right? And so I think that's, again, something somebody can get value out of. And I, again, highly suggest that you pick this book up. I'll actually leave it in the comments if you guys are interested. So if you guys enjoyed this book review, smash that like button. Until next time, I will see you guys later.